Goeienaand. Good evening, fellow South Africans, and you can probably get the gist of what the attached video is about in the background. It's the Goon Show again. The Goons are at it in the Parliament, yes, in the Parliament. The EFF at their very finest. Please remember to subscribe to be kept informed, and have a great day, guys. Take care. Bye for now.
Order, honourable members, honourable Steenkamp.
Thank you very much, Madam House Chair. For those learned individuals in the House today expecting an academic lecture from me, I'm sorry to disappoint you. This is a parliament, not a university convocation. The Constitution of the Republic is very clear about who qualifies to be a member of this House. The framers of the Constitution made it this way so that it didn't matter whether you were a mine worker or a brain surgeon, you could still participate in our democracy. And how ironic it has been to see the EFF, the so-called vanguard of the working class, argue now for some form of qualified franchise, where only those with university qualifications can get elected and serve in this parliament. You see, this is the ultimate hypocrisy. The EFF
like point of order.
Honourable member can take a seat. What's the point of order, honourable mentor?
No, that's misleading.
Order.
It's extremely misleading.
Order, honourable members.
It's extremely misleading. It's the DA's position in the KZN that people must have qualifications. EFF did not come up with qualifications. He must deal with his people and his problems. He must leave the EFF out of it.
What rule?
You must not extremely mislead the country. You must read your rules. It says you either say what you want to say or you quote the rule. I said point of order. You must go back to school and read.
Order. Honourable member Mentor, that's your point of debate, is not a point of order in terms of the rules. And therefore, that was not a point of order. Honourable Steenkamp, can you proceed?
You see, this is the honest form of hypocrisy.
Point of order, Madam Chair.
Yeah, this is harassment. Come on.
Order, Honourable Matthias, what's the point of order?
Can Honourable Steenkamp take a question? It's a very private and personal question.
If it's a private question, therefore it's not for the House.
Can you take a question?
Can you please take a seat? Honourable member,
I want to humble him today.
Order, can you please take a seat?
He's too pompous.
Can you please take a seat, honourable member? Honourable Matthias, can you take your seat?
You see, this is the ultimate form of hypocrisy. The EFF like to play dress up as miners and domestic workers, but they don't want real miners and domestic workers to be represented in this House. Like the old English upper classes who kept the working class locked out of Parliament with their Oxford degrees and their Cambridge qualifications, they don't want ordinary South Africans to be part of the decision-making process in this House. Let me be very clear. I don't have a university degree. I've never pretended that I did have one. I enrolled for a BA in politics and law, and due to financial and work pressures, I couldn't finish it. I'm not ashamed of this, and you can laugh all you like. I'm not ashamed of this, because I knew from an early age that I wanted to be a public representative, and that I wanted to work in politics to make a difference in the lives of ordinary South Africans.
Can you take us in? What's the point of order, honourable member?
You're not ashamed to that you don't have a degree, but are you ashamed to mention that you also don't have matric?
Can you please take
You also
seat?
don't have matric, mention it as well.
Gucci communist!
Honourable members, I've just been speaking to the members of the NA table because unfortunately the system here, I can't switch off the mic because honourable members know you must stand on a point of order and mention what rule. You can't just stand and make a point of debate. Honourable Steenkamp, you are protected. Can you proceed?
I was elected as a city councillor at the age of 22. For the last 20 years, wherever I've served, I've represented the citizens of this country honestly, diligently, and with my very best efforts. I've never once used my position to line my own pockets. I've never once abused provincial tender processes to make myself and my family rich. I've never once stolen the savings from the poor and vulnerable to buy fancy houses and swimming pools.
Order, honourable member. Can you take your seat? What's the point of order?
No, this is irrelevant. We are discussing the bill.
Order,
Order,
honourable member. Can you take your seat? Honourable member, is a point of debate. You can proceed, honourable members. It's within the context of the debate.
Would you please protect the speaker?
I am protecting the speaker.
And the EFF.
Honourable
and this
Waters.
is very relevant to the debate
Honourable
on false
Waters.
qualifications.
I've just protected the speaker. Can you proceed, Honourable Steenkamp?
It amazes me that this party of academic elitists who parade on Instagram in academic gowns is the one party that consistently resorts to thuggery and chaos in this house. If that is what a university education gets you, if that is superior logic, you can frankly keep it. But let's call out the last 48 hours for what they really are. A smokescreen. Whether it's this ridiculous attack on me or the disgustingly personal denigration of Minister Godon and his family, or the vile abuse the EFF have meted out to journalists who have exposed them, it is a smokescreen. A smokescreen to mask the corruption of their party and the network of patronage and rent-seeking that resulted from the looting of VBS Bank. The EFF knows that this is fatal to their brand because they have stolen from poor people that they claim to represent. They are desperate to refocus the public's attention on something else, and they will use anything, me or Minister Godon, to do so.
Point of order, Sihlalo.
The point of order.
Ngiyabonga Sihlalo. Lana kwakhulunywa kwathiwa lento yokuthi EFF
Honourable member, what's the point of order? Can you please take your seat? Can you take your seat?
But kodwa
Can you
ngasijwayeli
please take your seat? That's not the point.
Usijwayela kabi ke.
Order, honourable members.
Point of order.
What's the point of order, honourable member?
The member is casting aspersions on the members and is misrepresenting facts. He says the leaders of the EFF are VBS looters. Leaders of the EFF are members of this parliament. He must substantiate what he says. He must bring a substantive motion in order for him to lead the country. You must go back to school.
Can you please take your seat, honourable member?
That's gonna bite
Honourable
you
member,
there. Go to school.
Can you please take your seat? Order, honourable members. Can I make a ruling? Order, honourable Waters. Can you please take your seat? Honourable members. Honourable members of the DA, can you please quiet down? Honourable member, in terms of the point of order that you raised that relates to Rule 85, there hasn't been any impugning on the character of the member. The reference was referred to a party, and that is not out of order.
The reference was made to the leaders of the EFF. Leaders of the EFF are all sitting here in this parliament. The reference was made to
can you please take your seat?
Not to the party.
Can you take your seat?
You must not be biased, sister.
Can you please take your seat,
It was
honourable
made
member?
to the leaders, and the leaders of the EFF sit here in this parliament. They don't sit in the air. They sit here. They are members of this house. You ought to protect them.
Chairperson, may I
Honourable member, Mentor, can you take your seat? I've made a ruling on that matter, and if you have got objections, you can send it to the relevant processes. What's the point of order, Honourable Waters?
92, point
Yes.
of order. Chair, it's quite obvious the EFF can dish it out but can't take it. The fact is the EFF are VBS looters.
Honourable
if they like it or not.
Honourable Steenkamp. Honourable Steenkamp. Honourable Mentor, can you please take your seat?
No, we're not going to be insulted.
Can you
It's not
please,
going to happen. We're not
Honourable
going to
Mentor,
be insulted by racist DA people. We're not going to be racist.
Honourable Waters, can you take your
DA
seat?
people.
Honourable Mentor, I've said I've ruled on the matter, and if members want to challenge the ruling, they can proceed. Can you proceed, honourable member, to conclude your speech? Honourable member, what's the point of order?
Yes. we're not going to be told by a racist
Can
DA
you
that we are
please take
corrupt.
your seats?
They must withdraw that we are corrupt because we have not been proven by any court. They remain
Honourable member.
racist of note. They are not.
Honourable
In fact,
member.
they are the ones, Speaker, that receive money from Guptas, and they even send back a thank you note. These
Honourable
racist
member.
and corrupt people, they come here because they use their white privilege. They think that they themselves
Honourable member.
are immune. That racist.
Honourable member, can you please withdraw that statement where you refer to a member as racist?
Point of order, Chair. Point of order.
Honourable member, can you please take your seat? I
Point of
will
order.
rule on the matter later in the day. Honourable Stennis,
Point
and
of
can you
order,
proceed?
Chair. I'm up. Chair.
Honourable members, can you please take your seats? I will look at your statement precisely because there was a lot of noise, and will then come back and make a ruling to the House. Honourable Stennis, and can you
Chair,
please...
Chair.
What is your point of
Here
order?
I am.
What's your point of order, Honourable member?
Not only are they
Honourable
VBS
member.
looters, they are
Honourable Van
elitists,
Dam.
they are
Van Dam, you are just a moron in the
communists.
PA.
You are
in a
Gucci
racist
communists.
organization. You
are racist.
organization.
everything that's-
And Van Dam is one of those morons that you can
Honourable
fool.
members,
You'll never deceive
Not
us.
only are you
Honourable Chairperson.
VBS looters,
Honorable,
You are in a racist organization.
you are racist.
You remain in the racist
Honourable
organization. In fact, you
members.
are insignificant in TA. You remain insignificant in TA because you are a moron.
honourable members, honourable members, Honourable Van Dam, honourable members,
Honorable Chairperson.
honourable members, honourable members of the EFF, can you please take your seat? I have said I will come back to this House with a ruling. Can you please not degenerate the House and be in order? All of you, as well as Honourable Van Dam, I said she must take a seat. Honourable Shlengwa.
Am I audible? Oh, yes.
Yes.
Honorable Chair, I rise in terms of Rule 92.1. I request you, Chair, to exercise your powers and kick people out. We will not be subjected to a tit-for-tat of the DA and the EFF in this House. We are not here for their politics. So I
Thank you,
request
Honourable Member.
Chairperson, to please assist us so we can do the business of the House. But we can't just now be coach and balomsangano so wenzeka la. Sesiyaxhaphazeka phela manje.
Thank you very much, Honourable Shlengwa. I have the Honourable Member Kaula. Take your seat. Can you take your seat, Honourable Makaula? Can you take your seat? I have ruled on this matter and I don't want a debate. Anyone who has a problem, you can actually...
Their hidden hypocrisy and their leaders' lavish lifestyles. We are not afraid of this little band of wannabe revolutionaries with their academic posturing, who think that by quoting Karl Marx, Frantz Fanon and Chairman Mao makes them friends of the working class. You don't need a degree to see the EFF for what it is, an elitist clique that steals from the poor and the downtrodden, and we will continue to call them out without hypocrisy and without fear and without favor. Thank you.
Order, Honourable Members. Honourable Killian. Order, Honourable Members.